Hey, Tondy, you know you better not put your hands on that woman. You know better. Keep your hands off of that woman. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Your Husband is Cheating on Us. This is season 1, episode 7. And as I said, Tondy, keep your goddamn hands off of Deatra. You're not allowed. You can cuss her out. You can make fun of her. God knows you make fun of her. Baby, you got jokes. But you cannot put your hands on her. As much as I know you'd like to shake her, you can't do it. You cannot do it. You're not going to revive her career by having her sue you for everything that you have and everything that you work for. Keep your goddamn hands off of that bitch. Do you understand, Tondy? Keep your hands. Now, let me talk to y'all. Child, this was just too much. It was too much. It's just all over the place. So here's where we start. This is not going to take very long. Jermaine is out. We got to get a new Marvin. Okay, so I said, well, who the hell are we going to have as a new Marvin? Tony Terry. You all know Tony Terry, that when I'm with you, that Tony Terry. So here we go. Tony Terry comes to the rehearsal, and everybody's like pretty happy. Tondy hadn't got back yet. But, and let me make a correction. On my last review, I was wrong. You all know I love my people. All my folks who support me, who watch my videos, who know me, they know. You guys know I love you to death. When I make a mistake, you come in and you tell me, no, James, it's not this, it's that. And this is how we get down in my channel. That's what we do. And I made a mistake. I said that Tondy was going home to actually send, to get her daughter off to her first year of college. It's not. It was not. The baby is only she's becoming a senior. So this is her senior year in high school. Just as important. It's just as important for a young woman. And she needed her mother there to get her going on this, because that senior year of high school is very eventful. It's very important. Same thing. But I had made a mistake. I'm pushing Tondy, and I know Tondy probably wanted to choke me, honey. I'm pushing her too fast. I pushed the baby out the house and pushed her out the house and threw her into college. The baby's only going to high school. So congratulations, young lady. That was a mistake I made, and my folks, they said, no, James, I don't know what the hell you was listening to, but that's not what was said. God damn it. What was said was she was getting the baby ready for high school. I got you. So I wanted to clear that up, and thank you guys very much. Now on to the bullshit. So Tony Terry comes in, he's reading lines, they're getting it going, they're getting it flowing. Honey JD was real happy to see Tony Terry too. I said, all right, honey. So we get all that together, and things are actually, you could just really see it coming together. You can see it coming together. And it was like, I'm like, well, damn, when did Tony Terry realize that he was actually going to be on the show? I was questioning that. And as it turns out, I was pretty correct to question that, because later on, there was a scene where Jermaine came back and Jermaine met with Kristen, and he was explaining to Kristen, child, don't believe the hype. It was a known fact that I was going to be fired. I don't quit. I always felt like I didn't, I wasn't supposed to be there, that I was not cast properly for that role. somebody had to play Fall Guy. I ended up playing the Fall Guy. That goddamn simple ass Jermaine actually had on a goddamn a sweatshirt that he made that said hashtag insane, and then on the back of it said, "Hey, the joke's on you, honey." I said, Jermaine, too much, just too damn cute, and just too damn much. And he's a simple ass. He gonna sit up and tell Kristen, "Well, I didn't lose anything. I gained something from the circuit. I was elevated from the circuit." He said, "I want to be on the goddamn Game of Thrones. I don't want to be on stage doing that anyway. I want to be on the Game of Thrones. I want to have a sheet wrapped around me with my dick print showing." I said, "Now, Jermaine, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, and you go sit down, Jermaine, sit down. I better not see your ass on the Game of Thrones with no damn dick print and singing in no damn high key, hitting no damn high notes. High notes and dick prints, Jermaine. Sit down." A mess. Just a damn mess. But anyway, he just cracks me up. But I'm just glad that he got everything out of this experience, and I'm settled that he got everything out of this experience that he was supposed to get out of this experience, and he didn't walk away bitter, and JD didn't really walk away really bitter. Now, of course, JD, you know I'm gonna get your ass in just 1 minute. I'm gonna get your ass. Yes, God, honey, I'm gonna get your ass. But everybody is cool. You know, it wasn't that normal thing of, oh, black folks can't work together and then look, they just fell out and then shit was fucked up. No, it wasn't that. Shit was a mess at first, and it just, boom, it exploded and imploded, and then it was, everything's cool now. So I'm happy of that. And like he said, I came away from this with a good friendship. I made a friendship. And him and Kristen. And Kristen's like, "Child, I don't like you." Child said, "Want to kiss my ass?" I said, "See, perfect friends, honey." So that was really good to see. I was so here for that scene. And again, it just plays to what JD's actual character is, his real character, JD Lawrence the man. Because very much, if he was really mad with Jermaine or just felt some type of way about Jermaine, baby, that whole scene would never have taken place. We would have never seen that scene. Jermaine would have just been gone, and that would have just been the goddamn end of it. So that really does state to how JD really feels about Jermaine. He let there be closure. He let it be cool. And, people ain't, people like myself out here talking shit and not knowing what the outcome is. Because, sometimes they leave us hanging. And then sometimes if we like the person and we feel like something went wrong, we just up in our feelings and we be talking shit. And that's what I do. I'm a vicious shit talker up on here, up on the tube, honey. I talk my shit. So that was that. So that does speak to who JD is as a person, and it speaks to who Jermaine is as a person. And I'm cool. I like them both. But JD, I'm going to get at your ass. Okay, so after they did the first little rehearsal, everything was going real, real well. And then Kristen was really up in her feelings. She was up in her feelings about her boy being gone, and this is before she actually had the meeting with him. She was up in her feelings. And JD does have, like most men, have this little twinkle of a bitch in him. And he was throwing little shots, little pot shots was being thrown, little shady moments. But it is what it is. He's like, yeah, we can finally go ahead and get a poster out there now. Because again, the reality of the thing is, were people going to run to buy tickets to see Jermaine Sellers as Marvin? Jermaine's cute. He's cute now. If you'd put him on the flyer, there's some folks that would have came out to see him because his little ass is cute. But if you put Tony Terry on the flyer and stick his ass out there, him and Genuine, more tickets. So it's just about being honest about what we're working with. Honest. That goddamn Tony Terry, again, see, I've been around a very long time. You guys know I love music, all genres. I love music. I know what Tony Terry is capable of. Tony Terry's going to sell a ticket. He's going to fill a seat. That's what he's going to do. And he's going to sing the place to the goddamn ground. And he's going to act his ass off. He's going to do these things. Yeah, he's going to do these things. It just is what it is. Is he better looking than Jermaine? Not on any given day. Not on any given day. He is attractive. And he does appeal to a certain demographic. Jermaine is cute as hell. And he is attractive and, to a certain demographic. The demographic where Tony Terry is appealing to is going to sell more tickets for this type of situation. So it just is what it is. That is the real takeaway. So it's cool. JD, you ain't have to throw them little pot shots then. That was, that was some old shady old bullshit for Cameron. You done got right the fuck up underneath Kristen's skin. Kristen was hot. Baby, she was hot. Had it. She's sitting over there like this. I said, oh, Kristen. And she can't hold herself. And I think that's actually really so much of the draw that JD has to Kristen. She is just like his daughters. She don't know how to shut the fuck up. Kristen don't know when to shut the fuck up. She wears her feelings right on her sleeves, just like those two daughters of JD's. And I believe in his mind, he got 3 daughters. I believe that. I believe that, and I will say that when the show wraps and it's done and it's over, and I'm on to the next show. I believe that J.D. Lawrence feels as though he got 3 daughters. 1 little light-skinned one and 2 little brown-skinned ones. They are that's why they clash so much. She don't know when to shut the fuck up, and she don't feel as though there's anything that she can't say to JD because he is like, there's a slight piece of a father figure in there for her. So yes, she can stand there and give her feelings to him. Now she's going to have to figure it out because she can't really do that in front of other people all the time. But there's a background there. There's a relationship there. So I understood all of that stuff. So that was cool. But yeah, she had told him, stop saying that motherfucking shady ass shit. And they was like, Deatra and Leah, they were trying to talk to her and saying, no, Kristen, you got to get off feelings, girl. You don't want to be the next one leaving, bitch, now. That whole little thing. She ain't going nowhere. But that was what they were trying to do. And I think she really did receive it from Leah because Leah came out and Leah was saying something. Because ain't nobody listening to Deatra. Ain't nobody paying you no motherfucking attention. Deatra, shut your goddamn ass up. But I think she really did take it. Leah's pretty no nonsense. And she is, really even across the board. And there's no bullshit with Leah. So people do, when Leah starts talking, most everybody in the house really does start listening. So it was cool. She cried and got over it. The next day they came back and everything was cool. Everything was good to go. Next day, Tawny comes back. And they end up going out to dinner. In the midst of all that, we get some interaction because they're going to meet Tony Terry out for dinner and all of that. And bond and all of that. Deatra gets her ass up in the confessional. She's like, oh, well, yeah, Tony can't stay in the house because there's no other men in the house. And how would his wife feel about that? Honey, if his wife's seen any of these scenes, she knows exactly who the perpetrator is because when you ran the scenes, yeah, baby, you was happy to see Tony more than everybody there. You leaped up on him, honey. I said, look at her. All over him, honey. All over him. I said, well, damn. I thought it was bad when Genuine showed up and Deatra was like, oh, all right, honey. But when Tony showed up, baby, her little cuckoo looked like it just got just as hot, baby. She was like, oh, yeah, honey. Come on, Redbone. I said, so look at her. All up in his neck, cooing and carrying on. I said, girl, if you don't get your fuck down there. And Jay was like, can we keep it PG-13? If you get her, honey, get her leash. Get her leash, honey. Now, Tawny can do all that with Genuine. Deatra, back off, honey. I said, jeez. All right. My. So, he can't stay in the house. He got to stay somewhere else, honey. Because, child. He been married to his wife for quite a while, honey. I think she know better, honey. She don't want nobody doing no night crawling on her goddamn husband, honey. Anyway, so they go on down to the dinner. Tondi's already having issues. Now, Tondi, I'm going to get at your ass too. Because I understand where you're coming from, but you're letting it get the best of you. You're letting it get the best of you. And you're not enjoying yourself now. You're at a point where you're there working, but you're aggravated as hell. You are so aggravated at the fact because you're caught in this thing where you really feel as though Deatra is playing games with Leah, and that shit is weighing on you like a ton of bricks. You just can't. She can't get around it. She can't get around it. She's like, she's gonna hurt my friend. And you know, everybody does actually need a friend that actually loves them that much. Everybody needs a friend that literally has your back that much. But you gotta watch because there's a thin line to where it becomes cumbersome and it becomes problematic. And you're at the line, my darling, where it's becoming problematic. You are so angry. You're so angry and you're so consumed with it that you're not enjoying yourself. You're not enjoying the experience, and you're making it where Leah's not enjoying the experience. Leah she looks so uncomfortable, most times because we're literally watching. It's literally a situation where a person is caught in the middle. You know what I mean? And shit had to get really ugly, before I think Tondi actually got it at the end of this episode, but we're going to talk about it. Let me just go through a couple of these other little things that just made me laugh my ass off because Tondi's stupid. Tondi, goddamn it, you ought to be a damn stand-up comic because you got jokes. Tondi's ass sat up there. Deatra was starting up about how she's going into this history lesson about how she knew Tony Terry. Baby, she gets started. She's going, and they was giving her very much the Charlie Brown teacher, honey, womp, 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 womp. Honey, she was just talking, child. And everybody was giving, bitch, if you don't shut up, honey. And Tondi eventually got up and walked away. But before she left, she said, we know, honey, we know. We get it. We remember, honey, all that stuff from 1985, honey. We remember. That's right. You're the Beyonce of theater. We get it. I was like, oh, jeez. I said, oh, my God. Oh, my God. And she's like, self-proclaimed, honey. And she's like, yes, that's what I am. I am. I was like, you're not, but okay, girl, whatever. Leah was trying to diffuse it. Tony Terry is looking like, what the hell did I just step into? A pile of shit. A pile of shit. Believe it. A pile of shit. Child, a mess. And then Deatra get up in that damn confessional and going to say, when Tondi left off and then she came back, and Tondi just came, sat back down, got herself together, come back, sat down, started eating. She'll say, yeah, she loves to eat, honey. She has to feed that wig. I said, oh, bitch, no, you did, honey. Quit it. That wig is cute. And as a matter of fact, Tondi girl, send that wig, honey. Send it to Pittsburgh, honey. Send it to P.O. Box. I like all that fucking big hair. So dramatic. And let me, I'm going to jump off, honey. Did you see Tondi's confessional looks? Miss Tondi, bitch, you had better get down. All that hair, honey, because that hair is giving you Leela James meets Shaka Khan meets who else? A bitch with big hair? Macy Gray. All the big hair divas. Ross. It's all those things. It's all those girls together, baby. Giving this, honey. Yes. Yes, honey. Which way? Bad. I love the hair, and it fits her. And her face was beat for the motherfuckers in the back cheap seats. You hear me? And then she had this nude colored mesh, was more of a flesh tone. I don't know if it's a dress or if it's a bodysuit. No, in Tondi, it's probably a bodysuit. But it's applique and stone and purple. Nasty. Nasty. You hear me? I said, Miss Thing, you are killing the girls for this confessional. Her confessional look was everything. And the eyeshadow and everything was so I said, girl, you are giving me drag 101, bitch, and I am here for every moment of it. living for, girl. Send it all to my P.O. box, honey. All of it. Send it to my P.O. box. But anyway, she looked really, really good. But so I'm like, all right, so all of that's going on. A mess. So they leave the dinner. Everything's, okay. Next day, some things go down. Deatra ends up getting her own. She has her own song, the full song that she wanted. So she's going to be on screaming and yelling and doing what she does. And the play does need that. You need that in the play with her because that's what she does. All that, all that, that's her. That's what she does. It's what the people come out to see her do. I'm glad he put it in there. Kristen, he actually put her, she has some on stage time now too. She's going to play the role as a therapist. So that was cool. I was like, good. As soon as he said something about a role as a therapist, I'm like, child, you got one token white woman in the play. If you don't stick her ass in the therapist role, perfect. Perfect. It was perfect. And Kristen's just good. I just felt like she needed time in front of the people. So instead of just as an understudy, because she really is good. Bam, he had did that. I said, come on, JD, you got this shit going. I think once he got everything in place, I think JD has gotten like inspired. Like you can see inspiration and he's excited about what he's doing. And I'm not going to put all that on Jermaine. All of that wasn't on Jermaine. Shit was just fucked up in general. It wasn't just Jermaine. The Deatra thing with Leah is a mess. The Tawny thing, all of that, it was a mess. But it's all coming together now. The fact that Genuine wasn't getting it at first, that was all a mess. That was all a mess. But I think now everything's coming together and he's inspired to get again, and he's given it all that it needs at this point. So it's cool. Okay, so here we go again. The thing with Tondi and Leah and Deatra finally came to a whole head. And baby, they basically met head up. Well, Deatra's crazy told her that Tondi, first it was telling her that Tondi was jealous of her friendship with Leah. But then her crazy kicked in and told her, bitch, that ain't it. This whore is jealous of you as a whole. She jealous of you, girl. That crazy was sitting on her shoulder, baby, and told her that Tondi is a crazy whore and she's jealous and she just can't take her. And baby Deatra got to listening to her crazy. And Tondi was just getting more and more agitated, more and more irritated, and then she stepped on her own foot. And shit just blew up. But then, right before it blew up, Tondi come through with another one of these one-liners. I said, Tondi, I'm going to smack you whenever I meet you, honey. I'm going to smack you because you're just ridiculous. She fucked around and said, I am so goddamn tired of these stories of yesteryear. Yes, we all understand. You were a... wait a minute, y'all. She said, you were a waitress at the Last Supper. Baby, I about fell out this chair. I said, bitch, you are out of order. You are out of order. You need to do some writing. You need some stand-up. Something, Tony. Your ass is crazy. But anyway, so I get done laughing at that, and I look up, and the next thing I know, Tony done went left. She done went left because now her crazy done kicked in and I'm gonna kick her goddamn ass. I said, oh shit. And then Deatra's over there. Now her face, look at my thumbnail. Honey, Deatra's face that twisted up. She was saying, oh, come on with it. Come on. I said, Tony, don't you hit that woman. Her crazy is in there, but her crazy ain't really wanting you to hit her. Her crazy's wanting to sue, honey. She ain't really all that crazy. She wants you to make all her dreams come true. Don't you hit that woman, honey. Leah was not having it. I said, look at Leah's little tail, honey, getting Tondi out of there, honey, moving all that meat, honey. I said, go ahead, Leah. She got her and she diffused it. And once they were separated, I think we're going to be okay because I think at a point with all the production there and everybody, Tondi was outside and she had calmed down. And she's like, I'm upset with myself that I let her take me over there. But honestly speaking, Tondi, she didn't take you over there. You took yourself over there. You you allowed yourself to be so engulfed in your feelings of distrust for her and what she's doing. And you're right I don't trust her either. You are absolutely right. I don't trust her no further than I can see her wobbly ass. I don't trust her at all. But Leah explained, girl, I got this. I don't trust her either. But I'm going to do what I got to do to get through. And that's it. And we ain't got to be doing all of this. And Tawny had calmed down. I told you when Leah talked, people listen. And then you had Kristen in there. She's talking to Deanna. She's like, you're right. I mean, you're right about it did get aggressive. She's not supposed to kick your fucking ass. She's not. She's not supposed to fuck you up, honey. You're Deatra Hicks, honey. You're the Beyonce of theater. You're not supposed to get sucked up, honey. But I said, oh my God. But they did a good job calming it down. And I'm glad that they calmed it down without JD. Because at this point, him being in the mix of that and them not being able to squash it, he might end up having to let somebody go. So I'm glad he wasn't around. I'm glad he wasn't around, and I think that it's been taken care of. But that's it. We're going to see what happens. And I have been talking on here way too long, but I was so thoroughly entertained. Honey, everybody's crazy was at an all-time high. All the jokes and the insults were just flying. This was funny. This was pretty damn good. I said, I don't know, but I will say this. Next time you go sit down to write, JD, sit Tawndy's ass down to write with you, because Tawndy got jokes. Yes, she does. Lord have mercy. Anyway, all right, you guys, I will catch y'all next week for Your Husband is Cheating on Us, honey. A mess, a good old mess. Catch y'all later.